gentlemen.
Caught in 4K.
Huh?
Caught in 4K.
Welcome to episode 97, according to chronological order. We're back in the studio. I'm absolutely delighted. Aaron's back. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Got the Patagonia coat on.
Yeah.
You've changed, man.
I know.
Changed, man.
Well, I was sick of like layering up. Because, you know, it is a luxury to buy a coat. And I was in Boston and I was literally at the point where my teeth were chattering. And I was like, I don't have to live like this. Do you know what I mean?
And
chattering all over
as people know out there, chittering is worse than a chatter.
Oh, yeah.
Once you've gone past the chatter into a chitter.
Chitter's a stage 5 chatter.
Yeah. Do you know why? I was a wee bit sick a while ago, and I felt it come on after a Lavery's when I came home, and my teeth were chittering.
Aye. And
they were chittering that hard, I nearly had to put my finger between my teeth.
My teeth chitter to the point where I've got like knocks in my teeth, like.
How much chittering are you doing?
Well, I'm a sensitive critter, like, so, you know.
Get a wee bit scared.
You know?
Got a fit of the chitters. I've got chitter, skitter. Whatever else.
Chitter, skitter, apple fritters.
Yeah. Just a quick reminder to get yourself on to patreon.com/the Bomb Squad pod. You know, if you like this, there's a whole ream of bonus podcasts over there. We've got a bit of a new recording schedule for the Bomb Squad Patreon. We got 2 episodes with me and Aaron answering your beautiful questions. Aaron's doing the New York tapes, live from New York with guests of your choosing. And me and McCann are going to do a monthly little side quest in here. And this is all to just get rid of Riverside.
Yeah.
Because when you do it online, man, it's like banging with 2 condoms on and you can feel nothing. It's fucking shit.
Sorry about that, folks. We were finding our feet.
Yeah, listen, we'll show up in whatever form, but we're trying to make it as good quality as possible. Also, get onto that Patreon. You can sign up for free. I mean, I don't know why the fuck you would do that. You know what I mean? You can do it. We'd encourage you to do it just for updates, news, ticket. There will be a wee bit of free content flying up there on a regular basis as of next week. So just, the important thing is you fucking get on it.
Ask yourself, why would you not?
Why would you not? It's like Ozempic. Why would you not? Anyway, guys, patreon.com/Bomb Squad pod. Back to the action. Listen, guys, we're doing a tight hour today because Chick-fil-A is open in Applegreen.
Yeah. You were at the open event.
I wasn't at it.
You know, you cut the ribbon.
No. But I would have had they asked me. Imagine you know, like you were like, I'll cut the ribbon, but I'm only there for a burger. So you just snip it and turn around and get first in the queue.
It is funny though that it's like, it's just at Applegreens.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it doesn't have an actual establishment in Belfast. It's just for the way home.
Yeah, it is kind of very, very sad. You know, if anyone's getting hyped about Chick-fil-A and they're like, come on, we're going to wee day out in Applegreens.
Yeah. But I had to tell you about the time though, a fella...
Do something else.
Like, a girl I know got taken on a date by a fella and he took her to Applegreens, which is the best thing, you know, that is...
In this obviously in this country.
In this country, yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Depends how far you've travelled.
Well, his idea was like, sure, what do you want? Yeah, there's something for everyone. And an Applegreens.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it depends. It depends whether he's like, you know, I'm testing her a bit.
Aye.
Testing her to see if she's here for me.
Yeah.
Or she's here for a free dinner.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good place. You've got a range of things to get. You know, you don't go to one restaurant and one of you is like it and the other one doesn't. You go like, get whatever you want here.
Aye, well, I guess
slice.
it is a food court, like, where you can also get petrol.
I did get, what do you call the Chinese place in it? Glegs? No. Chopsticks.
Glegs. Chopsticks.
Skitterbox. I did get it once, and the noodles were basically rubber. Like it was like a tray of chopped up elastic bands.
Yeah. There's like
unpleasant.
There's like big dirty Chinese, and then there's like tier below that, which is like just fucking, you know, the curry's like a paste. But sometimes you still take an ocean for it if you're in an Applegreens, like.
I don't know. It's one of them things I've moved on.
Yeah.
But I would try it. I've never had a Chick-fil-A.
It's nice, like, it's
we had it in Austin.
Quite clean.
Did we?
We had a wee burger, yeah.
You sure?
Takeaway, yeah. Deliver out.
I can't remember that at all. To the gaff?
Oh, aye.
Oh, I can't remember. Do you remember that?
No. The chicken we forgot.
the lost chicken. tapes.
That is that is funny to be like, I don't even mind that Chick-fil-A.
Every once in a while, someone will bring something up, and it is absolutely deleted from the bin in my mind, and it really makes me scared that my mind's broken.
To be fair, gun to my head, if someone was like, if you and Colin and I ever had Chick-fil-A, I'd be like, no, we've had notions of it, but never had it. So there you go.
There you go. But if you were in that queue for the ribbon cutting at Chick-fil-A, get in the bin. You fucking loser. Anyway, we're back in the studio. It's been a rough month for you, Aaron.
Smoke weed every day.
The buttons have moved.
Wow.
As you quoted to me, I've lived 5 months in 1 month.
I have.
It was crazy
It
times.
has been an absolute tornado to start the year.
Crazy times. Do you want to talk about it or anything? Or tell some stuff. I mean, like it went from me thinking I was going to have to get a flight to New York to console you to this motherfucker FaceTimes me. I'm worried about him. You know, I'm like, fuck, I better fire him a couple of wee check-in texts here. Next minute, FaceTime, and he's like, hey! And he's in a hotel swimming pool. And it was 11 o'clock in the morning where I was, so I was doing the maths. I was like, what is it, like fucking, what time is it, 6 in the morning where you are? And he's like, yep. Vape in the pool.
Fully blocked.
Vaping in the pool. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And you're like, well, you know, I'm off the drink. I'm back on the drink. I'm back on the wagon. The wagon pulled up and I hopped on. I phoned an Uber wagon and it's here.
Okay, so basically, to kind of skim over, I did have the intentions of doing a dry year. Yeah. I really was for it. I was locked in. I was ready to rock. And then life just hands you a deck of cards and you're like, fuck, I can't play this.
Yeah.
So basically went through a breakup. So like that happened, whatever.
Nice.
It was very abrupt. You know, it was very quick.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking hell, real shock to the system, whatever. The day after, I think I was already telling you this, but the day after, I was like, didn't leave my house, whatever, didn't leave the bed, woke up the next day, was like, fucking hell, right, I'll try and do something today. Lay on the sofa, was like, let me just turn the brain off here for about 2 hours. Went and seen that the Jerry Springer documentary is on Netflix. Terrific watch. I was like, this is perfect, this is exactly what I need right now, just complete smut.
Yeah.
Turned it on. For the second episode, went on Uber Eats. And I ordered a Taco Bell. But I spent, and this is an impressive amount, right? So I ordered $60 worth of Bell. And when you order that amount, the boy brings it to you essentially in a bun bag. Like I've never seen an Uber Eats order.
Because would it be like getting 60 quid's worth of like McDonald's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like same price point, whatever, like same, like, you know, a lot of items basically. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, I just want to eat nacho cheese until I essentially get dementia. Go into pure severance mode. And then, so I ordered it anyway, and the boy comes to the door, and I have to go down and meet him. And I'm wearing like I look like shit, bro. I haven't showered like since. I'm fucking wearing like a grey hoodie. I got these grey sweatpants on.
Did you have that greasy mullet going?
Oh, the grease was hanging on me. You could have cooked eggs and fucking just like miscellaneous stains everywhere. I look like shit. I look like the inside out character for like depression essentially.
Nice.
Get down to the door, take the bag off the fella, right? And I can see him like look at me, and then he looks down at the bag and he sees the amount of just garbage food with one drink. So one drink. So
this isn't for a party.
So I take the bag off him, and I swear I've never had this in my life. Like, you know, I'd talk to anybody, but even the Uber Eats drivers don't invite a conversation. You know what I mean? It's impossible to talk to them. It's very much a case of, this is for Aaron, whatever. Yep, no problem. There's your thing. Have you got a code? Maybe sometimes that's it. This guy hands me the bag, and I turn around to go upstairs and start eating it. And as I turn around, he goes, hey man. And I was like, turn around, and I was like, yes. And he goes, you make sure to have a good day today, all right? And I was like, oh, I'm going to fucking kill myself now. When you get to a point where the Uber Eats driver is trying to give you like a Coach Carter pep talk, that's when you know you've hit fucking rock bottom. So I went in.
Excuse me, brother. When you're at rock bottom, the only way is up. Enjoy that cheese.
It's like, I told you on the phone, you were like, he might as well have grabbed you by the shoulder and went, you are enough.
Yeah. Just before you get tucked into these tacos, bro, you are enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So...
Good. Remember that guy, the fucking Nigerian guy? Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
So then and then it was kind of like a rinse and repeat, to be honest. And I was like, fuck me, I have to go to Boston. I've got my first ever feature weekend opening first shout out to Grace O'Malley with my friend Liam. And I was just like, like when you have something exciting, but you're not in the form for it, and you're just like, oh, fuck, whatever. So then I think I had like 4 days between like, what had happened in the gig. Didn't really leave the house, whatever. Couple of friends reached out, was like, you're getting out of the house, dragged me to a few things. Shout out to Michael Rice. And I was just like, he took me to...
Have you heard of this place, lad? McDonald's.
He took me around to the place, and he opened for Jeffrey Asmus, which was fucking unreal. He killed it. And then we hung about after for a while. But I was just like, I can't be fucked with these gigs, can't be fucked, whatever. Then on the Wednesday, the day before we were supposed to leave, I was like, right, I'm just going to throw myself into something here. I was like, I need to distract myself. I need something, take my mind off, whatever. And I was like, I was always thinking about the Muay Thai was good, but I didn't really like love it like. So I was like, let me try and find something. And then I kept thinking about whenever you were doing the comedians boxing, and I jumped in a couple of sessions, and I was like, I did like that. That was good crack. So I went and I looked up boxing gyms in New York. Found this guy called Eric Kelly, right? Eric Kelly's whole gimmick is that he's the nastiest boxing trainer that there is.
Nasty.
So I seen a video of him online, and he's essentially just verbally abusing these fellas. And I was like, that's exactly what I need right now. But you'll see a bit here now from us.
Yeah, I'm gonna. There is a documentary.
Throw up that second video.
And I actually had seen this.
Yeah.
Also ranked #4 in the world. As long as you been coming here, you don't know how to slip and go to the body? Dumb motherfucker. I had a pretty successful amateur career.
Eric Kelly, clearly the hungrier fighter.
However, I got injured in a street altercation. My left eye got hit, pull stick and whatnot. So that gave me a floater, and the nerves and the muscle in my eyelid are very weak. However, I'm still doing something I love, boxing, training people, even though I'm...
Anyway, you get the vibe. The guy's just fucking bullying the Wall Street nerds that go in to try and do fucking boxing.
The guy was like a fucking, like in his prime, was like kind of poised to be like one of the fucking superstars of boxing.
Yeah.
And then he was like, had an unbelievable amateur record. At one point he was ranked 4, 2-time Golden Glove winner. All this here was to fight for America in the Olympics. And then during those trials, had like went out with the team to this bar in Atlanta. Got into a fight with these fellas at the bar. Someone whacked him in the fucking eye with a snooker cue, and then it fucked up his eye. He was told he couldn't box again, but now he coaches.
Jesus Christ.
So I find him I seen this video, and I was like, you know what? Weirdly, this is exactly what I need right now. So I follow him on Instagram. Thursday, we go to Boston. Me and Liam get the train.
Bars.
And me and Liam get the train, and
Run the MC.
I'm telling him about this guy. 40 minutes into the train journey, he follows me on Instagram, and I'm like, oh fuck, right? So I write to him, and I'm like, hey Eric, I was like thinking of starting boxing, was like, came across your gym, whatever, would love to start. And I was like, he goes, my gym right now is closing down, but we're relocating. But in the meantime, I'm going to be training people from that gym until it closes, and then at various gyms around the city. I was like, perfect. What's your availability for next week? And he said Tuesday or Wednesday. And I was like, Tuesday sounds great. And he goes, 12 o'clock, don't be late. And I was like, right, no problem. But then Boston happens, right? The Thursday we get to Boston, I get there, we meet Grace. She is like a fucking, like, she's a global superstar at this point. Like, we went into this bar, women are like hyperventilating and like thumping their tits, like fucking Harry Styles is there. Like, she's away at the off, like. And so I get there and we all meet up, whatever. And she's like, are you actually like not drinking? And I was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna drink at all. And then she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, well, I'm just doing this
Why
thing.
do you think you're here?
I was like, I'm just doing like a sober year. And she was like, listen, she's like, you're a great comic, but she's like, half the reason I booked you is because you're good at crack, basically. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay. So I was like, I called you. I stayed sober the first night. Stayed sober. Called him the next day, like immediately. Called Colin the next day and was like, come here, this is the crack, whatever. I was like, I'm tempted to drink. I know if I'm stubborn enough that I could not, but I also don't want the thoughts and feelings. And you were just like, man, you've just went through a breakup. It's your first feature weekend in America. It's pretty historic shit. Take a drink.
Take a drink, sure.
And the second you said that, I already had a bottle popped open.
And he was like, are you sure?
All right. So I got completely obliterated the whole weekend.
But I said to you at the time, I was like, listen, just drink like a normal person.
Yeah.
When there's an occasion to drink, take a fucking drink.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to go out 5 times a week and get lamped.
I'm going to be very
wait
selective.
till the next time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to be very selective this year, but this was definitely that occasion. So like we had she had 7 shows all sold out. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it was fucking an unreal weekend. It was great crack, whatever. But it was also just like a nice distraction. I was like, oh, I'm not thinking about this fucking breakup, whatever. It's all good. But then Monday came and I was like, we got the train, me and Liam, both of us hanging, and it all came in like a bus. And I was like, fucking hell. And then we get into New York at midnight and I'm like, fuck, I have to go into that psychopath tomorrow. And I was like, what have I done? Yeah. I was like, I'm absolutely dying here and I have to go into that place at 12 o'clock tomorrow. So I was just like, went straight to bed, woke up not straight about 9 o'clock, text Eric and was like, hey man, are we still good for 12 today? And he goes, yes. And then I went, just checking, is this the address? And he goes, that's it. And I went, perfect, see you soon, mate. And he goes, lucky you. So the gym,
you're already sweating bullets.
Oh, I'm absolutely shite myself. So the gym is in the South Bronx, right? And I get an Uber there and I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? Eh? Like I just get down there and the gym itself, I walk in, absolutely shite myself, right? Wearing this coat and a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, right? There's like 10 lads in there, all yoked black dudes, just baiting bags, right? I am immediately shiting myself. I'm immediately intimidated, whatever. And then he's sitting at the end of the boxing ring.
Yeah.
And I look over to him and I'm all like nervous and fucking fidgety. And he just goes like this here. Yeah. So I walk over to him and he goes, Aaron, right? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. No, another white guy. You've been taught yet.
And he goes, why you got that big ass winter coat on and you got all this extra warmth here?
Oh, and then no, it's like
rubbing my belly. And I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. This is what you signed up for.
Oh, fuck, I'm going to come.
And he goes, you got any combat experience in your life? You ever done any shit like this? And I was like, well, Eric, whenever I was in secondary school, I used to do a bit of judo, whatever. And I swear to God, right? I swear in my life, he turns around to everyone in the gym, right? And he goes, yo, fellas, we got a judo guy in here today. And he's like, show me your judo shit, Aaron. And I was like, oh, jeez, I haven't done this in years.
I haven't even got McGee on.
He's like, I've essentially found a Matthew short for New York. But this guy is at least short. I'm like, there is a friendship there. This guy is genuinely terrifying and I don't know what the fuck he thinks of it. So he goes, I go to him, I'm like, oh Jesus, I haven't done that in years. And he goes, show me the fucking judo, Aaron.
Oh no.
So then me and this fella that I've just met now are squaring off, right? And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? So then he's squaring off against me and I'm trying to unlock the judo brain from whenever I was like 16 and 2 stone ago. And eventually I grab his leg and I'm like, geez, I might get this. I was like, if I put him on the back, the whole place is going to pop off. As soon as I grabbed the leg, he leaned in and he put his fucking arm around my neck and he squeezed and then dropped to the ground. I drop off him like a bag of shit.
You're
and
grappling
then,
this man 2 minutes after meeting him?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Immediately drop to the ground, tap out, and then he gets up. He gets up like fucking all full of adrenaline, and he goes, "That's what that judo shit gets you in here. Knock the fuck out." So I'm like, "What the fuck?" Anyway, is going on? What
I didn't ask
saying?
for this. I didn't ask for this.
And then, so he's wrapping my hands, right? He's like, "Let me get you some hand wraps, Aaron." He's wrapping my hands, and he goes, You ever walk into somewhere before and you think to yourself, I could beat the fuck out of everyone in here? And I was like, no, I reckon I haven't felt that in a while now. And then I wanted to make him laugh, so it says the last time I would have felt that might have been like the Golden Corral buffet. And he just went, boy, you stupid. He's like, Golden Corral, them motherfuckers like 70 years old. What you talking about, man? You bullying old people? And then, so he's wrapping my hands and he's like, man, this is one of the best boxing gyms in New York City. Every one of these motherfuckers a killer. And then his audio level keeps going up and he goes, and I beat the fuck out of every one of them. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And again, these guys are all within earshot and he's roaring. He goes, glasses over there, I whip his ass. You see the man over there with the shades on, look like Bret the Hitman Hart, I whip his ass. Fucking braids over there look like Alicia Keys' lesbian sister, I definitely whoop his ass. He just wrapped my hands and then he gets the gloves on me. He gets the things, the fucking pads, and we start doing this, and he's just teaching me like simple boxing fucking combinations, whatever. Anytime that I fucked up or like was like kind of shaking to do it, he would just scream at me.
Yeah.
And so like there was one time where like I missed like a left hook or something, and he just threw the pads down, and he's like, "Wake the fuck up, Aaron! You in my DMs talk about how you want to change and all this bullshit. Let me see it." And I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, telling you your shit at boxing, you've never done it before.
Yeah. So then we're doing the pads for a while or whatever. Then he's like, all right, Aaron, we're gonna do some circuits. I want you to do 5 push-ups, followed by 5 mountain climbers, followed by 5 jumping jacks. And I was like, right, no bother. So I'm doing all that. He's chatting away to someone then. And then I finished them. And he goes, what you standing there for? And I was like, oh, I done them. And he goes, so what? He's like, do it again. And I was like, oh, Jesus, I'm bit. And he goes, I go, so many more times you want me to do them? And he goes, what's with all the fucking questions, Aaron? He's like, I talked to you in a language you can understand. That was your starter. Now you're getting main course and then dessert, you fat fuck. And the whole time I'm just like, oh, fuck, I must hurt. So then I go down and do them again, right? As I'm doing press-ups, he bends down on his knees, gets in my ear and goes, come on, fat man. Come on, fat man. You want this? You want to change? You ain't shit. And I'm like, I'm literally about to start crying. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So then he starts walking around the gym. And again, there's like 10 people in here all training. He starts singing to himself, na 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 na, fat man, fat man, come on, fat man. And I'm just like, fucking hell. So then I finish them, whatever.
We didn't have to do push-ups and the t-shirt goes up around your tits.
Oh yeah. Oh, but that's the thing. So me fucking I'm wearing a t-shirt that wasn't exactly oversized, right? So my guts hanging out, right? You can see all the veins in my belly. My asshole's definitely out at this stage. Like the slit is up, like. And he walks over to someone. He goes, "Yo, Tyrese, tell me why this man look like a motherfucking Thanksgiving turkey. Man, this boy pink as fuck. You ever see a man that pink before in your life?" So then I'm like fucking just trying to get free or whatever. And then what happened after that? So I finished those, and then at the very end, I goes to him before the last few circuits. Like I was completely beat. Like I was done about 30 minutes ago, and we're still going. And I'm like, I genuinely like. My shoulders are sore. My fucking knuckles are bleeding. I'm just like, I'm completely spent. Like,
yeah. And
he has one last couple of rounds on the pads, and then on the bag, whatever. And he's just like, I go at a stage, I stop, like hitting the bag, and he goes, come on, Aaron, And I was like, man, is there any chance I could just grab a drink of water? And he goes, the fuck you done learn water? And he goes, Sugar Ray Leonard thought Madison Square Garden, whatever fuck year it was. Yeah. And he goes, he didn't have a sip of water. What means your fat fucking ass done to get water? Because you punched the bag a couple of times, did a couple of press ups. And I'm like, right, no bar, no way on for me then. So I just keep on pushing it. And then at the very end, right, when it stops, he takes me over to the side and he's chatting to me. And he's like, I assume you've seen, he's like, I got those videos online, whatever, with the Wall Street guys. He's like, listen, I don't do that anymore. Yeah. And he's like, you're a lucky motherfucker. And I was like, why is that?
To be alive.
I goes, why is that? And he goes, the fuck do you mean? Why is that? He's like, because you're training with me. And he goes, you know how many mid-tier boxing coaches there are in this fucking city? They was mid-tier, now they're teaching people how to be the same as them. He goes, I'm him. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So he goes, yeah, I don't really do that anymore. But he goes, you're lucky because we're relocating and stuff like that. He's like, taking on a few more people. But he's like, all these guys, these are all killers. Like,
yeah.
He goes, we've got professional fighters, we've got amateur fighters. He's like, I maybe have one person who's just joining this out of curiosity, who's looking to lose weight. You would be the second. And he was like, I've got a filtering system. He's like, turns around to the guy and he goes, who was the fat motherfucker came in here last week? I turned him down. And the guy's telling whatever the story. And he's like, yeah, he goes, I turned him down because he wanted to talk back. He wanted to have an ego. He wanted to stop working. He goes, I'll tell you how it is. He goes, you got decent power for someone that's never done this before. He goes, but you're white. So you're uncoordinated as fuck. And he goes, Aaron, I'm going to be real. You got the coordination of a three-legged dog. But we can work with it. And then he goes, but what I like about you, Aaron, you got heart, man. You didn't tell me once to stop. You didn't stop working. I threw everything but the kitchen sink at you, and you kept going. So he's like, I'll work with you as a client, man. And I was like, all right, happy days. To give this money. Yeah. So
he fucking degrades you into the ground, and then he's like, yeah, $1,000.
I might as well have got a fucking dominatrix. Yeah. At least you'd have seen a tit.
At least you'd have swapped. I know, he's like, you didn't chat back any of this shit, and you're like, I couldn't breathe. My head was purple. I couldn't talk back. That's intense, bro.
So I signed up. It was like somewhat of a film. Like, I signed up there and then that night I was doing New York Comedy Club, and he came to the gig and sat in the front row. Psychological warfare, like. And then I was back in with him the next day, and he goes, yo, Aaron, man, you nice with those jokes, man. You nice with the jokes, man. I like that. That was good. And he's like, we're not telling jokes in here, Aaron. Get your motherfucking ham wraps, because I'm going to beat your ass. So I'm absolutely terrified of this guy, like.
I love the way just everything that you do or whatever, he'll just pull it back to the boxes.
Yeah.
Like, you have a nice sandwich for lunch. I'm going to give you a fucking knuckle sandwich. Like just everything just takes a switch.
Like we were doing combos I guess yesterday technically. But whatever day I was flying out from New York to come back, we were doing pads and we were doing combos. And he's jab, fine. Right hand, actually half decent. Mm-hmm. For someone who's just starting. The hook, I cannot get that shit figured out. My legs, whatever, are not right. Yeah. The way I lean into it's really awkward. Left hook. Can't get it down at all. And we were doing it, and he was like fucking really trying to show me it, right? But again, this is like my third session, like. So he's really trying to show me, and he's like, all right, come on, hard work. Holds up the pads, and he's like, right hand, left jab. Yeah. Right hand, left jab, two left jab, right hand, hook. And he just caught me so off guard that I went like, yeah. And he literally just threw the pads down and walked out of the gym, right? Walked out of the gym, left me standing there, comes back, eating an apple. He went to the deli next door and bought himself an apple.
He needed an apple?
He comes back in and he goes, man, Aaron, you got me so motherfucking frustrated I had to go buy myself an apple.
It's the only way I can calm down. That's brilliant. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so I think we're going to be best friends.
That's amazing. He went to the show. That's unbelievable.
He went to the show. He went to the show that night, sat in the front row with his mate, and then was like chatting after, like unbelievable. Like,
that's
but
mad.
the guy's life story and fucking everything tied into it is like, it's the same as short. It's like when you have someone that's so like fucking just full on aggression and like, fuck this, we're here to do this, we're here to put on a shift, it does wear off on you. So like him, like I was showing it to a few friends out there and they're like, I could never go to that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, whatever the fucked up thing is about me, that's the only thing that works for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the thing is about someone who's that fucking tough on you, when eventually it like clicks and you throw a good left hook and he goes, now we're talking, then you're like,
oh yeah,
come on.
Which did happen. Like, you know, there was one stage where like I did a combo and I did it all correctly, and it didn't involve the left hook, but like the uppercut, I got that. And then I did an uppercut and he like leaned back and went, whoa! He go, come on, big man. And I was like, that's fucking
What
right.
size is he? He's quite small.
Well,
It said 156 pounds on that last bit of boxing footage. That would be smallish.
yeah, but he's like, you watch him, like, so he'll like, you know, demonstrate these hooks on me wearing the gloves onto my wrist.
Yeah.
And his demonstrating punch hurts.
Yeah.
And then like I've seen him like work the bag, and like you have no idea how fucking heavy them things are until you're actually there doing it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And he's fucking, the thumps he's giving the thing and the aggression, and you walk in there and they're fucking blaring hip hop music. You know, it's mad. Like, it's just it's completely outside of my comfort zone, and I love it.
Sounds class.
Yeah, it's great.
Vlog waiting to happen, that.
Oh, he will definitely be on the New York tips.
Oh yeah.
He will definitely be on the New York tips.
And then when we get over, we'll go in for a double training session.
Please, I need you. I need
And then
you.
him and the boys will be taking bets on us, making us fight each other. 15 rounds.
I need you to witness this guy, because it is like otherworldly. It genuinely feels right now like I'm in a film when I'm training with him. I'm just like, this is not real. None of this is
Let me tell you
real.
something, you know, having a fucking cup of tea and a toasty at your ma's house in the middle of Oma to like a fucking boxing gym in the South Bronx or whatever. Worlds apart.
Yeah,
Couldn't be more different.
yeah. I know. I was showing my ma that video, being like, "What he says, I'm fucking with this boy now and all this here," and she just goes, "Jesus, well, chat." And he goes, "Does he chat to you like that?" And I goes, "Oh, I call me a fuck." No, she goes, "And you're paying that bastard."
She'd be looking up the number for the gym. I get a word with Kelly, please. Are you any relation to the Kellys and fucking Fenton? Saying my boy's left hook trash. I'll fucking left hook you with a stiletto.
It was nice though. He was like, "There's like." Because that is, you know, to some degree, I hope the fuck he doesn't listen to this. He'd be like, "Man, I heard you talking in that podcast." I can just hear it now. But like, there's a real goodness in him too. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like that kind of character that is so tough, but it's like that is obviously an exterior. It's like on the inside. Like, for example, when I signed up, he was asking me kind of brief questions about like why I moved from Ireland, all this here, and like what I was doing out here and all this. Told him about the stand-up, whatever. He was like, "Yeah, I'd looked a couple of your clips and stuff like this." And then he was like, "What's your family life like?" And I was like, "Oh, when my dad passed away in 2020, and then he was like, "What did he do?" And I was like, "Well, he worked in construction, and then he was also like in these bands, and then eventually he went on then to like be a radio DJ." And then he was like, he goes, "Oh man, rest in peace, Pops." And then he goes, "And anybody else in your family in entertainment?" And I was like, "No, like I'm the only one," but I was like a late one.
I'm the only
of six.
superstar.
Of six. And he goes, "Man, that's real special, you know, like your father went into that industry, and you know, now you're the last born, and you carrying the torch, man, you carrying that legacy. You better act accordingly and do your pops proud." And I was like, Hi, so
That's the last thing I need today.
it's a grand you're looking at, isn't it?
The whole time holding a fucking card reader.
Well, to be fair, I did have to pay him that day.
Yeah.
The only way, like, I don't have like Cash App or Zelle or any of those like American like transfer apps. So I just said to him, I'm just gonna have to get him cash. But he was over in the corner, so I was like, I'll not even say to him, I'll just take the cash out and bring it over to him. And so I go over to the ATM in the deli next door. And I walk in. By the way, the guy in the deli next door, absolute character too. Tony, we'll get to him in a bit. So
Tony's actually coming up.
Tony's a fucking madman. This whole like street is just character central. Like, so I go into the deli and I take out my card, and you can only take it out in amounts of 200. So I had to fucking do it a couple times, whatever. And then I take it all out, stick it in the Patagonia,
Aye.
zip her up, walk into the gym, and I go over to Eric. I'm like, Eric, put the money for you. And he walks over, and I give him cash, and he goes, like, and I was like, I'm sorry, I know it's cash, I hope it's all right. I just don't have any of the like Zelle or Cash Apps or anything like that. And he turns around to another fan, he goes, man, this white boy walking about in a Patagonia jacket with a rack on him. He's like, boy, you're crazy.
You're like, well, listen, I come box now, so can't you fucking have a go at me? Hit you with the 3-stage left hook.
But no, it's been great. Like, it has.
So it sounds fucking amazing, to be fair.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and it's also just like, again, just such a fucking. It couldn't be more outside of my comfort zone, and I love it. It's class.
Comedians boxing, 2025.
Fly at Eric Kelly. He's very quick-witted, like some of his roasts and like what he says to people, and like he's talking shit to all of them.
Yeah, the aim for a white comedian from Ireland is to just be a black guy on the street in New York.
Yeah,
that's the level of comedy you want to get to.
He's so funny. Like some of the fucking roasts he gives to some of them people. Like, he calls me. He goes, so you a comedian, huh? And he goes, you a fat comedian. He's like, boy, you like Earthquake. So then we're doing the pause. He goes, come on, Earthquake.
I wish.
Come on, Earthquake. Oh, and I was telling you in the car. He goes, Aaron, you know you're not going to be as funny, right? And I was like, what is that? And he goes, well, because it's funny because you're not going to be fat no more. And he's like, half the reason they laughing because you fat. And I was like, well, no, you said the jokes are nice. You know, he said, no, the jokes is nice. Jokes is nice, but you fat. So they laughing for 2 reasons. They laughing because the jokes is nice, but they laughing because you fat. He's like, if I get on stage and start talking about eating pussy, it's like, whatever, because I am eating pussy. And go, but you get on stage, they laughing because it's like, this fat motherfucker ain't getting no pussy.
Oh, jeez. That's so funny to me. Like, if I'm up there talking about eating pussy, they know it's true. I'm flat eating pussy. But not you.
But I did say that. One line I said to him.
And you're like, well, here, don't worry about that. I'll still be fat. I'm going over $70 worth of Taco Bell. They're going to have to get someone to feed to me because I can't move my arms.
He goes, another line I got him off. He goes, yeah, I'd be fucking, I was fucking. He's like, I'm tired of pussy. He goes, I got.
That's the name of the episode. Tired of pussy.
He goes, I got 3 kids to 4 baby mamas. Or he goes, I got 4 kids to 3 baby mamas. And I was like, you didn't get them sitting in church now, Eric? Yeah. And he was like, boy, you stupid. I can't walk in the door at church.
Oh, class. Get him on the tapes. Get him on the New York tapes.
Well, yeah, we should have like every couple of months a progress report of Eric Kelly.
Yeah, reading out the stats, weigh in and all.
It works though, like, because you know, fucking I went to 3 sessions of him this week, and like, it is having an effect. And like, the thing about it is that it drips into other areas of your life. So you're like, you just kill yourself for an hour with him. It's as mental of a challenge as it is physical.
Oh yeah.
And then when you're done with that, you're like, writing jokes is a piece of piss.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's nothing that's going to be harder than that in my day. and I got it out of the way by 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. But couple more shifts yet, Kelly.
Couple more shifts, Kelly. It does sound like you're just chatting about some fella from home. Me and Kelly are hitting the pads. I would do the mental thing, like when you are so uncoordinated hitting pads and you're like trying to think at the same time. And you're like, I haven't breathed in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, like there was areas of my body hurting that I didn't think would hurt from boxing. Like
feet?
The feet are killing me.
Burning.
Killing me. The knees are kind of weak because you're fucking constantly doing that. You know?
I remember starting like boxing training last year, and I went through about fucking 6 pairs of shoes being like, why are my feet so fucking sore? Like they're just burning up and like cramping because you weigh fucking 20 stone, haven't moved that much.
Yeah.
Trying to shift about.
Yeah.
You know?
So what do you think's going to happen now with me and Eric Kelly?
I think you'll probably start a side podcast and we'll bin this. And it'll be huge, probably. McCann and Kelly. Kelly and McCann's. It sounds like a fucking solicitors in Tyrone. Kelly McCann, solicitor.
Oh, fuck no. I'm really excited for it.
Sounds great.
Nah,
A far stretch from the FaceTime from the pool, but he get that video. I should have screen recorded it when you got out of the pool, and I'm like, "Are you vaping?" And you're like, "Oh," and then you lay down in the thing, and you were talking about breaking up and then being the great weekend and all. And I was like, "Oh, the agony and the ecstasy," and you went and like laughed, and then you went, "Oh, I just farted," and then he
that's right.
and then he goes, and then someone just walked in, and I was like, "What is he just like?" He's walked in. Think he's getting in early to the pool. There's a fucking naked Irish guy screaming and choking and farting. He was probably like, "Call the police." You get I was like, "Get back to your room. You're gonna get arrested for naked farting and vaping."
Oh, fuck.
Unbelievable. My month not as exciting as that.
Oh my God, like fucking hell, the chaos.
Were we in the office? I was telling McCartney about my wee trip to Spain. That was about the most exciting thing I did all month. In between watching sports, big month for sports. Six Nations started.
Today you're getting home to watch the Ireland game?
Getting home to watch the Ireland game. Watched France empty Wales out last night. I have never. I'm like, talk about a proud father moment. Eddie is mad into watching rugby.
Class.
And because this is what happened when he was growing up. Everyone, maybe for like the last World Cup or whatever, everyone came to our house to watch it, and there was usually like fucking pizzas and snacks and whatever. So he thinks, if anyone was coming to our house for dinner, that there has to be rugby on. So he put highlights. And so he'd be like, with the remote that you can talk to, he'd be like, Ireland, rumpy. Calls it rumpy. It's so cute.
That's adorable.
So we put on highlights of matches just to eat the fucking dinner.
That's great.
And I'm like, Eddie, do you know what tomorrow is? I'm like, an actual match, not the old match. A new match is happening. And he's like, right. And what are we having for dinner? And I'm like, well, we're going to have to get some pizzas in or something, probably.
New match and a pizza. Couldn't beat it. That's great.
And I'll tell you, this is a place in the Moy called Monte Casinos or something. Flight, you better watch your back. I'm telling you, this place is fucking 10 out of 10.
Monte Casinos.
Pizza Monte, because it's obviously a place in Italy, is it? Yeah. Or something? But
Monte Casinos.
It is absolutely... His name's not Monte.
No,
it's
I know,
like
but
fucking
it's just,
Italian for mountain, probably.
The name is just so funny. Monte
Hey,
Casinos.
it's fucking... Welcome to fucking Monte Casinos. My name is Montgomery Casino.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, I've been working out like a dog too.
Yeah, I know you're telling me the guard is fucking...
I saw one video. With Goggins talking to Huberman. Huberman goes, there's part of your brain that when you repeatedly do things that you don't want to do specifically, that bit grows and you get fucking better at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm getting out in this fucking treadmill.
Yeah.
Pounding away. I actually felt like setting up a camera to see what the audio was like when I had the headphones in running on the treadmill. It's probably absolutely hectic.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that.
And I'm doing couch to 5k like a fucking granny. And you can pick the voice and I got Joe Wiley in my ear being like, well done, you're doing very well. And then she starts to piss me off. I'm like, shut up, Joe.
Yeah.
You're not out here in these streets.
Yeah.
Pounding away.
Thugging it out.
Which of course I had to buy a fucking £125 pair of trainers just to start running because I didn't already have fucking 14 pairs lying there.
But sure, that's
a psychological thing. Mm-hmm. New shoes, new me.
Yeah. I'll have the boxing boots in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you can have mine. I'll never use it. I'll send you back to New York with another suitcase full of fucking. I was the same with boxing gloves as I was with trainers. I buy a pair and I'm like, nah, I don't like them.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy these in all black. 4 pairs of boxing gloves. All that. I actually punched the thumb clean through a pair of them.
Like through the thumb?
Yeah, like I don't know. It's probably shite punching technique, but the thumb came through it.
See, this is what I can't wait for, is just to have like better form. Like I want to be able to do it to the point where it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I was starting to get in my own head, like, are you even supposed to like grip this thing when you have your hands in it? Because I'm like, this fucking really hurts, like, you know?
Yeah. Did they lend you gloves?
Yeah.
Did they smell like cooked ass?
Oh my
There's
God,
nothing-
Jesus,
there's no-
the boof of these things.
And I said before, it's like getting fucking garlic in your hand. It won't come off.
Nah.
Shower, wash them. Still, you're sitting by yourself like, oh God.
No, I had the stanky hand for about 5 business days.
It's fucking, yeah.
It was rotten.
It's fucking rotten. Like, you need to get your own because then at least it's, friendly fire.
Oh, back Tony in the deli.
Oh, don't. Yeah.
Sorry, I nearly forgot. Speaking of Monte casinos,
Yeah.
went into Tony in the deli, right? And it's such a fucking like, it is bare bones. Do you know what I mean? It looks like a shop in a country town that like looks like it's going out of business.
Yeah.
And the locals are spreading rumors like, I don't go to your man's. He's fucking selling wagon wheels.
Yeah.
That's his shop, but he's got his own wee deli spot, whatever. He'll whip you up a bacon, egg, and cheese, no bother. So I go in. This is after my second session with Eric. And I walk in and I was just like, I need to eat something because I went in an empty stomach. And I was like, I'll take a bacon, egg, and cheese. Fuck it. I've earned it. Walk in, said to the fella, I was like, hi, how's it going, man? I was like, can I just get just a bacon, egg, and cheese? And he goes, oh, you Irish? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, hey, fuck the British. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, and then he kept going. And I was like, you know, whenever like someone's like roaring a wee bit, you're like, man, fucking chill out in case someone comes in here.
Fucking shut up.
So he's like, spurting the, he's like, fuck them, fuck the British. And I was like,
Where's he from?
I don't know, fuck. He's just got like, he just said, I said to him at the
Just a
very
random
end.
foreign accent.
Yeah, I was like, my name's Aaron, nice to meet you. And he goes, Tony. And I was like, nice to meet you. But I don't know where the fuck he's from.
God damn.
His accent's like a cocktail of like kind of Italian, kind of fucking like,
Yeah.
you know,
Greek or something.
yeah, he's all over the place. But like he's just screaming, fuck the British.
Class.
And I was like, right, mate, can I just pay for that and get the fuck out of here?
Here's a grand cash.
I said, he goes, training? And I went, yes. I was like,
Trey, you fucking
yeah, pink, pished.
sweating.
And I was like, yeah, just next door. And he goes, so I went and got the bacon, egg, and cheese and a bottle of water. And he goes, banana? And I went, uh-huh. And he goes, take it. And I went, and he goes, good. Potassium. And I was like, right, okay, mate, thank you. Opened her up, she was brown as a boot. Trying to get rid of them, the bastard.
Take it.
Good. It's good. Banana is good. Potassium. Good.
Nothing more threatening than that.
Oh, like the whole
Banana.
street is just threatening character. Like you're just scared the entire time.
Class.
It's great.
Start vlogging, man.
Yeah.
Set a camera up, watch Eric in action.
Eric could be into it. Like,
Oh, that's fucking 10 out of 10. We'll have to do some boxing while you're home.
yeah, I you know what I'd love to do is be sneaky about it and do a wee bit of boxing here, and then go back to Eric, and he's like, "God damn,
God damn. Get in the big Donard there.
oh why?
He was cornering Paul Hughes at that fight against fucking Usman. Do you watch that fight?
I'm raging and get to see it now.
Woo-wee!
Yeah.
It was fucking drama.
Yeah,
Drama. Fucking the fight, unbelievable back and forth fight. I mean, I've never seen more fucking bollock shots in my life.
yeah.
You boys kicking the bollocks off each
I
other.
did watch the highlights of
bollocks,
it. Yeah.
bollocks, slapping
Yeah.
the nuts off each other.
Yeah.
Paul Hughes got a good one to the balls. He fucking hit the deck for a minute, and then there was a clash of heads. They fucking, I think your guy Usman had a bit of momentum. Hit Paul Hughes, but he hit like the side of his head. Paul Hughes had it right in the front.
Yeah.
Bust him open. And You know, there were. Do you know what was great? You know what I love? These fucking Dagestanis, everyone's fucking petrified of them.
Yeah.
You know, and they all turn up with the fucking just the chin beard, and they're all fucking scary looking, and the whole corner's like. I was like, this might have been the only time where the other corners may be scarier.
Yeah.
You know, where you're like, just a fucking bunch of West Belfast hoods in the other corner.
Yeah.
And then when they had the clash of heads, it looked like your guy Usman was, I don't know, either of 3 minutes or 5 minutes with a head collision or something, or an accidental thing. You know, if you get poked in the eye or kicked in the bollocks, you're allowed a certain amount of time to recover.
Yes.
Because it's like there's something to do with the clash. I don't know how long you get. But it looked like the guy was taking the piss a wee bit. And them boys were in the corner like, he don't want it. He's fucking looking out of it. No, they're screaming at him. And I was at home just like, ah.
That's great.
This is one of these events where I'm making everybody watch it. And nobody really watches or gives a shit. And I'm like, fuck it, come on. And but it was fun. But what epic cinema, absolute cinema, when they're shouting like, he's fucking done and all, he's looking out. And they're pretending to have a bit of a language barrier, even though they all speak English. And fucking Paul Hughes just stand there, like smiling with the blood run down his. Like he had a cut in his head from the collision, even though he looked like he came out worse. But the other guy, I think, fucked this. Like actually got a bit rocked by it, and he's just standing there with the fucking blood coming down his face. And I was like, get that up on the fucking wall, lad.
Yeah.
Epic.
You know what I like about Paul Hughes? Just like dangerous man, but dirt civil.
Oh, dirt civil.
Dirt civil.
Well, sure, the whole fucking, you know, like, because Khabib had the history with McGregor and everything. He was like, you know, we have a lot of respect for you, whatever. I'm not like that other guy. And then fucking McGregor, he's fucking sitting on a mountain of coke in a room, fucking giving it all sorts of shit online. I'll get that flag off your back. You know, like you're not a real Irishman because you're from the north and all this here. And you're like, oh my God. Bro.
Man, ties into your argument. Northern Irish independence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't want us back, you know. Everyone's down there. But yeah, it was fucking major drama online. But I was going back and forth a wee bit with Donner next to, and I was like, the stock through the roof now. Like he lost the fight, but he's in fucking Dubai fighting a fucking Muslim. I know, I was like, and they do favourite champions and stuff anyway. So I was like, I think that all anybody wants to see is the fight again.
Yeah, well, the
Do you know
fact
what I
that
mean?
it was
Like
such
everyone-
a fucking clinic.
Everyone's just like, do it again. Fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal fight. And you know, all the pundits and all were like, that might be fight of the year, even though it's fucking January.
It makes you a proud patriot, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
To see something like that.
Well, you were a proud patriot when McGregor was doing it. Mm-hmm. Till the fucking shit hit the windmill.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's good to have, something else.
Yeah.
Get behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Look good. Look fun. But yeah, McGregor seems to have lost the fucking run.
Cocaine.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. But anyway, let me show you a couple of videos before we get out of here. I've talked for a full hour there. Let me see what we got. Oh, this is just a bit of information. The full bush in a bikini is back. You happy about that?
Yeah, I could get behind it.
I'm into it.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Aye.
Show me that bush.
I like it.
I saw a girl, you know, when I was a younger man, a teenager. Mm-hmm. Have I told you this before?
No.
I was at a water park in Tenerife, and this absolute piece come out of the water, and you could see the bush through the white bikini.
Oh, aye.
Man, and I had split my flame shorts, and I was struggling to keep it down.
Yeah. You go down the slide of a road.
I was leaning on it, keeping it down. So I'm all for it. But anyway, this is now let me just build this up. This video,
I think I know exactly the video you're about to play. Yeah.
I am probably very late to the party here, but I think I followed that page, like Holy Lands, what the fuck's the page? Holy Land Spotted, and then they wrote back to me going, "Oh, look who it is." He said eyes. But this is 10 out of 10 here.
What's your face name, mate? Hey, so I'm mask up now. Aye, so you don't want to. Get the fuck out of my face, lads. Get the fuck out of my face, lads. Hey, do you own that car or not? Get the fuck away. Oh, if you own it, then why are you walking away? Right. Oh, you've got a nice fair play to you, lad. See you later, wee man. Right? Away on the fuck. Hey, honestly, see you. Waste of spuds. Waste of spuds. You're gonna get Does he own it or what?
Where's the spuds?
Speaking of things that'll make you a patriot,
Yeah, you fucking
What an absolute hero.
waste the spots.
What an absolute fearless.
Like I'm fucking, millennial as fuck. That's probably been out for a year. Waste the spuds.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
This is like, whenever Mark Wahlberg was like, if I'd have been not playing for 9/11, I'd have stopped it. That guy's really him, like.
That's, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, never in a million years. Like, if I was walking down the street and I saw two lads breaking into a car, I would, just keep my head down and keep it moving. This guy went over complete fucking undercover police.
Slaps the guy and all.
Oh, yeah.
Gives the guy a bit of an
Oh, so I'm mask up now. Aye, so you don't want to. Get the fuck out of my face, lads. Get the fuck out of my face, lads. Hey, do you own that car or not? Get the fuck away. Oh, if you own it, then why are you walking away?
That hoodie's pretty swag.
Oh, you got a nice.
Root. But here's what I was thinking. What the fuck are you going to get breaking into a car in the Holy Lands?
Yeah.
Man, come on, we'll break into this fucking Clio here and steal half a Lost Mary and a fucking Corleone Bongo. What the fuck?
But you know what's great, though, is that guy's voice. Like, whenever I hear that voice, even though it is in a scenario that's so, like, violent, whatever, and, like, kind of, like, high fucking tension.
Yeah.
You can just hear that guy being like, "Hey, come on, we'll go round to my mommy's house here for a cup of tea."
Aye.
And you'll take a slice of bread. She's got this new bread from Marks and Spencer's. They're doing this lovely sourdough, And then like 4 hours later, he's just like, "I got to fuck with him, man."
Aye. Is that your car? Is it? Fuck off. Fucking waste of spuds. Waste of spuds is, you clearly heard that before. You fucking waste of spuds.
Yeah, but it's it says now, like.
Dude, they're doing t-shirts and everything. Get a waste of spuds top. Unbelievable. This is great too.
Whoever is farting, don't fart, please. It smells bad.
That's probably one of them flights, like it goes from like fucking India to Pakistan or something.
Yeah.
Everyone chuffing up a store. Whoever is farting, please stop farting.
And
It stinks.
2 plane crashes 2 days in a row.
I know.
Fucking hell.
Do you see that one with the helicopter hit the...
Yeah, DC, and then last night, Philadelphia.
Last night as well?
Last night in Philadelphia, a plane literally just fucking torpedoed into the street and exploded. And like, again, there's like, like ring camera footage of like people going outside, like leaving a party or something, and it looks like a nuke bomb in the background.
Oh my God.
It's insane, like.
Terrifying.
Terrible time for people that already have a fear of flying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're seeing it.
Like, I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
But I flew the day that happened in DC, and I was like, feels a bit weird now, to be honest, bit of tension.
It is a bit ropey, like. We were getting on the Jet 2 flight to Alicante, and we're the youngest on it by 40 years.
Yeah.
So everyone's getting on the plane, and the captain's standing there, bald fella, probably about 40, 46, if I had to put a number on it.
Yeah.
And he's just standing there, and this woman walks past. She's like, "Are you flying today?" And he's like, "I am flying today, yep." And she's like, "Oh, very good. No, did you already come over this morning?" No, he's like, "Yeah, we flew. We fly to Alicante, and then we fly back at about 11 o'clock." And she's like, "Oh, fantastic and all." And she said something to him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, just got my pilot's license last week, so we're doing well." And she was like, "Did you really?" And he's like, "Clearly not. Clearly been flying forever." And she goes, "Well, I'll see you at the other side." And he goes, "Hopefully."
That's great.
Great crack. Oh yeah, right, listen. We're going to get out of here, folks. But this is the video I was telling you about on the Patreon that I couldn't show my wife because she'd be disgusted at me. And I couldn't show my son because it's all he'd want to see. This video is of a dog that was constipated for 5 days. And they give it prune juice. Watch the log coming out of this thing.
Oh my God. Sir, have you zoomed in on that?
Like, I will.
That's a whippy ice cream.
Talk about dropping piles. Oh my God.
What is that? For more information on how to find your route,
Look at the no, look like a roll of bin bags or something. That's what that looks like. Just a fucking absolute. People throw around the term too much. Dropping a few logs. That's a fucking.
No, that there's like a.
That's a log. That's a log. Right?
You just shit out anal beads. A meter long anal bead shit.
Also, is that a fat sausage dog? Just dropping sausages? Oh my god! I'm telling you, and with no exaggeration, when I watched that, I was in tears. I was fucking in tears. Like, oh.
I wonder what happened if we tucked under the prune juice.
It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. At least you'd have lost weight by the time you go back to Eric. Man, you're looking slim. And you're like, there's not a drop of shite in my body.
But imagine how a dog felt.
Oh,
like literally 10 pounds later.
Over the moon.
Yeah.
Over the moon. That is quite the dump. Great times, folks. We have nowhere to go from here. That's how I like to leave it every week. Just there's nowhere to go after watching that dog. And make sure to watch that on YouTube too. You know, come on and you get the podcast on YouTube just to really get the visual.
Oh, you gotta see this.
You gotta see.
You have to see
It's
this.
just like, even if you don't want to see it, you gotta see it.
I'm not even trying to bait you here, but if you're in work and you're listening to this on audio, get onto YouTube when you get home and watch this dog have a shit.
Yeah.
And go to bed after.
When you get those metrics from YouTube, the peak.
Yeah.
The peak on that bit
Oh, yeah.
is gonna be fucking
the pig and the dog will be through the roof.
through the roof. Anyway, will we get out of here? Doing our Patreon?
Let's do it.
I think we will, guys. Cheers for listening. We're back. We'll be back. Getting our studio recordings done. I'm informed by management to tell you to get on to patreon.com/the Bomb Squad pod. We've got a new recording schedule. We got 2 Patreons with myself and Aaron. You're going to do the New York tapes, which is you recording in New York. High quality with guests of your choosing.
Yes.
No doubt the Kel dog will be on. And we're going to do a monthly one with McCartney here. Feel free to send in any name suggestions for the podcast. You got the New York tapes, send one in for me and McCartney.
Yeah.
We'll do a brainstorm. And that's it, guys. See you next week.
Good luck.
Good luck. And fuck you. Goddamn.
Look after yourselves.
Look after yourself. What a shite that is. That is 10 out of 10.